Wow. Okay, well, we'll have a silhouette version of me because the lighting in this conference room is a little wonky. Okay, guys, let me go ahead and get set up and we'll get started again here. I did start the class in a different conference room, but the keyboard was a little wonky, so I moved over here. So 1 second here and we'll get back set up and rolling on video marketing. All right, I'm going to take it from the top here. All right, so today's class is on video marketing made easy. All right, so I'm sure you guys have heard how important video marketing is for your business, and unfortunately, they're not lying. Video marketing does make a huge impact. 80% of consumers say that they would rather work with an agent that uses video because it shows their savviness and builds relationships. And if they know anything about how the algorithm works, they know how powerful video is. And why that's so powerful is, so when you post a picture on your social media, it gets in front of your friends. When you post a video on social media, it has the potential to get in front of umpteen million people in theory, right? So since all the platforms are competing for your attention and for people's attention, so Instagram's competing with TikTok's competing with YouTube, they will show your video, if you post a video versus a photo, to as many people as, well, depending on how it performs, but theoretically it can go in front of as many people as possible in the millions, right? If you post that video, and that's for free, right? Typically to get in front of unmets like that, so people who aren't your friends, people you don't know, you'd have to pay things like postcards or ads. So video is that one workaround that does allow you to make a bigger impact, and it really increases engagement on your page. As you guys know, my name is Leah of JuLeah Designs. I co-own JuLeah Designs. I've worked with Keller Williams for over 13 years, working in 650 different Keller Williams offices around the world with over 100,000 KW agents. I do have a platform that has over 80,000 followers, and 100,000 video views per month. So I am very familiar with how the algorithm works and what the strategies you should be implementing for your real estate business based on the millionaire real estate agent model. Okay. So before we get started, just a heads up, kwbresources.com, right? That's our internal site here at KWB. You can book free appointments with us every other week. You'll see it says marketing help right here at the top. So that goes to our schedule, so you can book with us and we can help you implement anything that you see in this class here today. So just a heads up, that is free for you. We provide free marketing coaching, so we can help you implement it for free. We also have these classes for free every Thursday at 12:30. It'll be a marketing series to get more referrals from your sphere. So plan to be here every Thursday at 12:30 in the KWB office and on Zoom. And lastly, we do provide leverage. So if you are looking to outsource any of these marketing components, we do have the complete strategies that can be implemented right into your KW command tools without you lifting a finger. So if you do need that, either way, marketing help on KWB resources. All right, let's get started now. So first thing that we're going to do is go to canva.kw.com. So first thing I'm going to show you is how can I easily and effortlessly almost get video content for my feed. Okay, and let's say especially if I don't want to show my face. All right, so I'm going to show you that strategy first. So what I'm going to do is go to canva.kw.com. So not just canva.com, canva.kw.com will be your free pro account with KW. And you'll use your command login and password to sign in. And feel free to pause the video at any time if you need to go get your password or get a code. But once you log in, you'll see you're in your KW Canva account here, the red banner at the top. And what I'd like you to do is use the search bar to search real estate reels and press enter. Well, let's see. All right, guys, sorry about that. I did, was I recording the whole time? Okay, sorry about that. If there was a pause there, I did forget one important step for you while I figured that out. Templates right here is what we need to select. It does default on your design, so you're only seeing your designs here. So you do need to change that to templates. That clearly gets me a lot, even though I use Canva daily. All right, but we want to search real estate reels. Okay, so again, what we've done so far is go to canva.kw.com and search real estate reels under the templates option. And you'll see a bunch of already created reels for you. So yeah, there are a bunch of great ones for your listing specifically. But also there are simple call to action ones, right? Like how to save for a house. Okay, I'm gonna just, you can hover over any of the templates and you can kind of see a preview of it. Right, so it's a pre-made template with a checklist of how to save for a house. Okay, that'd be great for your social media. All right, there is other ones so you can scroll through and just kind of look around. I just kind of want to show you. There's one that's looking to buy a property in New York, right? We can change that to Charlotte. And it's just simple, a call to action. Let me help you find your dream home. Okay. There's also, I like this one. I like the minimalist look of searching for anything on the internet. And then you can write the answer in the captions. Okay, so feel free to scroll around and you can star, of course, any of the ones that jump out to you that you want to use later. I also like this one was down further. You could also look for first time home buyers, real, right? I like that one a lot as well. And I think I'll go ahead and use that. So I'm going to use the first time home buyer one. Let's see, you can use any of them, but this one is about the 5th row down when I search real estate reels under templates. But you can use any of them for this example. So let's simply click on the one that you want to use and click customize this template. Okay, so Canva makes it very easy to edit videos, which I love, and they have a bunch of already uploaded B-roll, meaning background roll, like clips of Charlotte, clips of houses, right? So you don't necessarily have to go even take the videos, you just need to create it in Canva. All right, and we'll walk you through it. You'll notice this is the timeline, the order of the track. So they do it like 2 different slides here. So the first slide says tips for first time home buyers. And then the second slide is that checklist. Okay, you can always add a blank slide here. So if you wanted to add like your contact information on the last slide, you absolutely could. All right, but there's not really a whole lot that we have to do on this page, okay? So what I might recommend doing is putting in your branding colors. So if you do have any branding colors, you can put that in. And how you would do that is simply click on the what you would like to edit. Okay, so you can click on anything. Let's say I want to change this 5 here. Okay, the color of this 5. I can select it here. I'm gonna ungroup it. See if I can change this. Okay, so any of this here, you'll see that you can change the color right down here. So on the very bottom, you could change this, let's say, to your branding color, whatever that might be. Okay, so if you have that saved, of course, you can change any of the colors of the font. You can change the wording just by clicking on it. All right, on the bottom here, it says really great site. So I'm going to change that to my website address. Your website address would typically be something like your first and last name .kw.com. Okay, so I have that slide done now. I can click play to see that play out. And you can see this little toggle on the bottom to zoom in and out so you can more easily edit this. So now I could go through and change all the colors of the next slide. Just a pro tip for you. Anytime you change one color, like if you change the red, you'll notice that it gives you the option to change all at the bottom. So you can do that easily. Okay, then I could zoom in and I could change all of the numbers here to black. All right, so you can't edit any of that. Okay, and let's say, and anything that you accidentally do that you don't want to do, by the way, if there's a back arrow at the very top left, that is my lifesaver. You can't undo anything that you accidentally do. Okay. So now that I'm happy with how this looks, now just a heads up, you can add extra elements. So just to show you some other things that you could add in Canva, on the left-hand side, elements. So if you wanted to add in, let's say, B-roll of Charlotte, you'll see my recently used. I know yours will look different. You probably just see this. You'll have the option for little video clips here. So if you either search videos or if you click videos here, and again, this is under elements, you can see videos that are currently trending, and these are all clips that are free for you to use for your business. You can even search like home and use this awesome little clip for your video. I think I just overlaid that. Oops. Okay. So you can do that all from the Elements tab. Just a heads up, that's how you can search for more videos right from there. Okay, so if I wanted to add one more page just to show you what this looks like in practice. So if I click add media blank, right, so I don't have to at this point do anything, right? So if you're happy with how yours looks, great. All right, this is a kind of a next level tip on how you can add to your video. Okay, so you can watch this, but if you can totally just keep it as it is. So I can click the plus sign, right, to add a blank page. Okay, so plus sign here adds a blank page. Then in the elements, right, there's an option to search videos. It'll even generate a video with AI, which is super cool. So you can just type in and describe what you're looking for. Okay, I can go ahead and click any of the video clips that I want, and I can click play to make sure I like it. All right, so I'm dragging this little toggle here that shows me where it's playing, right? Space bar will pause it. You can, so to make that shorter, so I don't really want that 11 seconds. I want it to match the length of the first two, okay, in general. So what I can do is click on the clip, and I can tell it's selected because it's purple on the outside. So click on it, and then you'll have the option to drag the outsides in. And I can see the time at the top. Okay. So now I have this semi the same. I can add verbiage to this. And I could add your headshot. Okay, so let's say I want this one to be your call to action page, or I want to say, call me today to get started, right? To find your first home, whatever would pertain. On the left-hand side, you can add text as well. So you can click on text and click add text box, or you can scroll down too. And there's just a bunch of different font options. I thought there was, anyway, text here will allow you to add, let's say, the branding or any of the fonts here, or add text box. I'm going to do that because I think it'll keep my font if I click. Okay. And now I'm going to zoom in so I can see it better. Pull this down. There we go. Okay. Contact. So now I want this paragraph text where it says that I want it to say contact today. And I want it white so I can see it. And I'll show you tips on how to make that stand out. To start the search for and so, and I can drag the corners. So when the text box is selected, okay, so whatever element you have selected, let's say if it's the background versus the text, that's what the toolbar up top pertains to as far as editing goes. Okay, so I have it selected. I can tell because it's purple. I can put my mouse on the corners and I can drag to make that bigger. Okay, kind of an additional pro tip. You can add effects right here. And I'm gonna add dream home in a different text. That's why I haven't written it yet. But so I can add effects. So if I highlight that text and click effects up here, it gives you options of different ways that you can make it a little more visible, like adding a background behind it, outlining it in whatever color, right? Giving a shadow behind it. So just a heads up, I do like to use that. It really makes it pop. So, and then let's say now I'm gonna do, okay, this needs to go. Let's go further down. It's not. Okay, so now I'm gonna do dream home in a different text. So I'm gonna click to add text again. And you can do that by simply just clicking a T on your keyboard, actually, to add a text box in Canva. So I'm gonna do dream home and I'm gonna highlight it and make it a different font, right? Remember, when it's selected, that's what the toolbar pertains to. So I want to make this like a dreamy kind of font. So you could type in cursive, let's say, or script to find one that might fit your brand. Okay, and then same concept, but we can make that bigger, change the color, and then you can drag to align it. Okay, and I know this is really editing in Canva, so it's a little next level. But so again, you do not have to do any of this, but it is pretty user friendly if you just play around with it a little bit or book with us and I can guide you on the how of this. So really take today's class as knowing that this exists, these tools for you, and then you can always book with us and we can help you implement it if you have trouble. Okay, so maybe I want one more text box to put in my phone number. Or my email, right? Whatever you want to put here on screen. Okay. Okay, so now last thing I want to do is I want to put my headshot here. All right, so to do that, you can go to the upload section of your account. And if you have your headshot already in here, great, you can scroll and click that. Or you can click upload files to upload your headshot to your Canva account. You will want that in here. And then you'll be able to access it every time from uploads. So again, you can click upload files right here to upload that from your computer. I'll give you a second. And once it uploads, you can simply click on the headshot to add it in. Oops. All right, so I made a mistake, right? I don't want my whole face back there. So I'm gonna do the back button up here, undo, to undo that. Well, where is my video? Let me try refreshing. There we go. Okay. Yeah, sometimes refreshing really helps with Canva. Like if you see any elements disappear or anything, just refresh and that'll make that show. Okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add my headshot in. So again, uploads. Why? Why? Hmm. Ooh, I have a workaround. Okay. I'm not sure. Maybe that's a video feature that it's replacing the background when I just click on it. That's very weird. Let me show you a workaround that's good for you guys to know anyway, and that's how to add a frame then to it. So now I'm gonna add a circle frame to put your headshot in instead. Pretty simple to do that. On the Elements tab on the left-hand side, you can search for circle frame. Okay. You do want it to say frames right here, right? We want to click the frames option, or you can come down here and you should see frames suggested that you can click on, or click see all. So if I add that to it, okay. So now I can adjust the size of the circle. So it's where I want my headshot. I can make sure it's center aligned. You can see that that line that pops up when I'm dragging it, or you can press position to make sure it's centered. Okay, and now I can simply drag and drop the headshot into whatever frame you put in. Okay, one final step for this. What did I do? Where's the whole video? Killing me. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see. Canva has a new video editor in beta. So if yours looks different than mine, that's why. And that's probably why we're having some glitches here. Okay, final step here is how you can animate this last slide in a click, which is awesome. So if you click on the slide that you want to animate, never mind. All right, so never mind. Instead of the slide, click on the text. So any of the text on there or any element. And then you can click on animate at the top. So again, when you're selecting text, click animate. And then you'll see options to animate text or page. I would select page. And then if you hover over it, you can see exactly what that would look like. So you can select the one that best fits the tone of your video. Okay. You can also add audio, just a heads up. So there is, what's it called, music in here? Audio. So just a heads up, there is audio in here. I would strategically recommend adding audio from the app that you're uploading it into, like Instagram or Facebook. They do push your video more if you use the audio in the app. However, you could add audio right from there by searching audio in Elements. Okay. And now let's go ahead and share this. So let's download it to our computer so I can show you the final steps to actually getting it online. Okay, so click on share on the very top right of your Canva design. And you'll see the option to download. It'll probably suggest an MP4 video by default, but if not, select MP4 video and click download. Okay, it'll take a couple seconds here, maybe a minute, and they'll download it to your downloads. And then let's talk about where to post this out. Okay, so where you should be posting this, I mean, if you're going to go through the trouble of making a video, you might as well post it on all the platforms that support video. The main one, to be honest, would be Facebook and Instagram Reels. Okay, so I usually do this on my phone, but let's see how it works on here. So if I go on Facebook, okay, so I'm going to pull up Facebook, and if you're taking notes for today's class, just to finish what I was saying, the main 3 spots, with the bonus 4, that you should be posting your videos would be Instagram and Facebook Reels post together. So that's kind of one spot, those 2 platforms. Then the other one you should be doing is YouTube Shorts. Okay, you have a YouTube account with your KW technology that I'll show you where to go. In order to add a YouTube video and make sure you have a channel started. It's actually shockingly easy, and you can just add videos that you've done in the past from the YouTube app on your phone. So I can show you that. I'll show you a little bit here, and then I will. And then also you can meet with us and I can take you through any of it in person. Fingers crossed for correct passwords. So difficult. So many passwords. Yes. All right. Let me check my notifications to get in. So we are going to Facebook, and I'll show you how to add it here and also to YouTube Shorts. Okay. With a bonus of that, you can email it out from command. What does it want from me? Convert check notifications. Oh, and your Instagram account. Reading is good. Got it. Yeah, since of course Facebook owns Instagram, you may be prompted to go to Instagram to approve your login. Fun fact. Okay, so from Facebook, now that we have a video, right, and we saw how easy it is to create videos, and I will give you other other video ideas that make it easy like that, right? Of course, there's a bunch of reels as we saw in Canva, so you can really just start there. All right, so when we log into Facebook, that's where I am here. Oh, hello, Valerie. Okay, so in order to post a video, I'm going to go to my page. And now whether you are posting a video on your personal account or your business account, if you have one, of course, you can toggle back and forth. If I look at my profile, so what other people see when they look at my page, right, I can, of course, do a post per normal or a reel. Okay, reel is what we want. Instagram and Facebook push reels to an audience that's more than your friends. So now all we're doing is adding that video. Did I get that downloaded? Yes. should be. Okay, and pro tip, this is a little bonus tip, you do not have to do this, but if you rename the video before you actually import it to Facebook or wherever, whatever platform, it will also tag it on Google Images, okay? So it'll tag it with keywords. So instead of saving any pictures that you're putting on your social media or videos, just as, random JPEG or, headshot with nothing else, or, the default name in Canva, always make sure to rename it, the file on your computer, so that when you add it to the internet, like any social media site, then it links it on Google Images as well because it knows it's you. Okay, so something like your first and last name or your business name, Charlotte Real Estate, first time home buyers for this one. So that means when someone searches first time home buyers in Charlotte, guess what's going to come up? Your video. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so that is kind of just a bonus tip there. I would really recommend it. But all we did was rename it on the computer with some keywords of what you would want it to come up with on Google as well. Okay, and you can drag and drop the video, or of course you can do this from your computer as well. Canva even has a mobile app you can create these videos from, right? So I add the video and click next. Okay. I have the option to trim video, add captions, right? A bunch of different stuff here, which is great because I do have, the end is a little like it went on too long for me, right? Okay, so I made it a little shorter there. Okay, I'm gonna describe my reel. Is that the caption? Let's see. Okay, yeah. So if I click on next, now I'm gonna put in a caption. I always use Gemini for this, okay? So I wanted to show you Gemini, which is essentially your free ChatGPT Pro account with KW. That's owned by Google. So Gemini is ChatGPT, but owned by Google, and you get the Pro version for free with KW. I'm going to show you how to use it to easily give your videos captions and then create video scripts for any further videos and a strategy calendar. So that's where we'll kind of spend the rest of time here. So if you do have ChatGPT and you're attached, I feel you, me too. You can log into ChatGPT, or you can go to gemini.google.com and log in with your KW email, and you'll have pro access. Okay, so I realize I'm not signing in with my KW email, but you should. Sign in with your KW email, and that will give you pro access. Told you, passwords are the death of me. Yeah. Oh, I know what it is. I know. But I really only forget them if I'm teaching a class. It's a curse. All right, let me grab that code, you guys. So I'm going to gemini.google.com. Just Google Gemini. Okay, and it'll take you to log in, and we want to use our KW email to get pro access. And that pro access is actually very cool because it allows you to create unlimited images in here. Like literally you can click create image of a house on a cloud with my branding colors and sign on it and dream home written above it in cursive. And it can do it, and bada boom, bada bang, you have a social media post ready to go. Okay. You can also upload unlimited things. So I tried this. Usually I do this actually with any social media post. Instead of describing what I want it to give me a caption for, you can upload any material. So social media posts, I haven't done one with a video yet, so we're gonna see how this goes together. I imagine it'll work the same. So I did that by clicking on add files, and then you can upload files of either the photo of your, if you're posting something on Instagram or Facebook, or a video, and you can put in act like a real estate agent and write an Instagram Reels caption. to increase engagement with a strong call to action and trending hashtags in real estate. And guys, so the benefit too of logging into your account, once you tell it that you're a real estate agent and it gets a hang of your tone, it remembers, okay? You don't have to tell it your niche is real estate. You don't have to keep telling it different things, right? It knows, okay? So this is, let's say, a caption that it gave me. If I like it, awesome. If not, I can ask it to make it more concise. So for this one, I want rewrite in a more concise, real, friendly format. And of course, you can go back and pause the video to see what I typed if you want to see the prompt. All right, so we can use this. Obviously, you can keep working with it and tell it to, if you want to remove the 5 things. These are a lot of great keywords, especially making it hyper local to Charlotte, right? Remember that a lot of people have access to national real estate news, but they don't as much for local real estate news. And with with Charlotte being the top 7 markets by Zillow nationally for the last 10 years, Charlotte has a very different real estate market than compared to the national horror stories that the clickbait media tries to push on how horrific our market is. So you really want to try to paint a story on the Charlotte market instead. Okay, so I can go ahead and put in that caption, have some keywords in here, and click post. And there is a way to add, see if you can add audio in here. Obviously you can from your phone, or not, maybe not obviously. You can from your phone, but if you're doing it from your computer, that might be good to know. So that, yeah, you can add the audio from Canva instead. There might be a way, so if you want to ask ChatGPT, how to add audio to a Facebook reel from desktop, it'll probably tell you, but you can definitely do that from your computer. Okay, and then click post. All right, now once I click post, okay, I can then take that URL and add it into my KW command email. So it's the last thing that I'm going to show you guys, and that is how to add it as a template in KW command to email out, okay? Actually though, I do want to show you guys first how to use Google Gemini to create scripts. So we might bounce over actually. So instead of showing you the email, I'm going to talk to you about your content strategy and calendar and how to create that in Gemini. If you do want a video on how to add your video to an email in KW command, just shoot us an email at contact@juleahdesigns.com. and ask for the video on emailing out a video. And I'll send you the how-to, or of course you can book with us and we'll show you in person. All right, because once you create one template, then it's always there and it's really effective to email out to your sphere. Okay, so now let's say I created this video. I want to now create a video of me talking about first-time home buyers, right? I know it's not as ideal to talk in videos, right? No one wants to do that. Everyone thinks they sound cringy. Like, is that even my voice, right? But posts just with their headshot perform 38% better than posts without headshots, and that's non-video related. That number exponentially increases with video engagement, even if you're just in the first clip showing your face and then you voice over the rest, okay? Video showing your face is really, really important. Even if it makes you cringe, it's huge for engagement and building relationships and getting more referrals from your sphere, and that's the whole goal here, okay? So now let's say if I want to take that and I'm going to say, now take this, and let's say I could say turn it into email verbiage. Now take this and turn it into a viral video script. You can tell it how long. Let's say I want it around 60 to 90 seconds. Oops. 90 seconds. Now take this and turn it into a viral video script around 60 to 90 seconds, highlighting the local Charlotte area impacts for first-time home buyers. And then I always include the strategy with a strong hook. So a hook is the first 3 seconds of your video. That's the opportunity you have to get them to stop scrolling, essentially. So instead of introducing yourself at the beginning of the video, it's better to have a hook, like the 3 things you should be doing in Charlotte this weekend, and then saying who you are. It stops their scroll because it tells them what they're gonna get if they watch your video. All right, so with a strong hook and call to action. You can always pause the video if you're still reading my script. Love this. I don't know what we did without ChatGPT before. Okay, and you can play with the tone. You'll see, and yours will probably be different than mine. Is always different, which is great. Okay, so it'll tell you what to say and any visuals on screen text that would be great for keywords and search engines. Okay, so it gives you the hook right here. High energy hook. Stop scrolling. Are you renting in Charlotte and feeling like you'll never afford a home? Think again, right? Most millennials, that's a heck yes. The Queen City market is shifting, and now is your moment. Oh, I'm intrigued. How is it shifting, right? And you're making clear who that audience is. You'll see then, like the strategy I mentioned, then it introduces you. I'm Leah, your Charlotte real estate agent, and I'm sharing 5 secrets first-time homebuyers need to know to win right now. I am hooked, right? Listicles perform really well. What I mean by that is like 5 secrets, 3 things not to do when remodeling your home to sell, things like that. So listicles, it's called, perform really well. Saying things like, watch to the end to get the most important one, right? Increases watchability, which makes it go more viral. Okay, it'll even give you a caption. And guys, this doesn't have to be crazy. I know it feels like a lot of pressure, especially if you go to these classes to do these professional looking videos. A lot of realtors spend thousands of dollars on their video marketing each month with professional videographers. My recommendation to you is to just start with your iPhone, and you don't even need a tripod, right? But you just need a well-lit room, not like this room, well-lit room, maybe facing a window. Put your phone up, lean it against a water bottle, and record yourself saying this script. Fun key tip too, you will notice that now on the iPhones, there's an option to stop recording, to pause recording rather. And I don't know if you guys can see me. Here, I'm gonna stop share so you can see me. I'm gonna show you my phone. Hi. All right, final thing here. What was I showing you? uh Oh, that's so funny. I forgot. Okay, I know now. I remembered after pausing the recording to remember. All right, so how you can now pause. This is on iPhone. I'm sure Android has this feature because Android typically is a little better on the media side of things. All right, yes, phone. So if you go to your camera app on your phone, so just your camera, okay, you'll notice on if you switch to video, okay, yeah. All right, and you press record. So now when you record on an iPhone, you'll notice that you have the option to click the record button again to stop it, yes. but the button on the left will actually pause the video, so then you can look back at your script, see what to say next, and then resume recording. Okay, that didn't used to be there. That's that pause button on the left. The circle button on the right, that actually captures a photo of your screen while you're recording. Okay, but that pause button on the very bottom left there allows you to pause, click, look back at your script to remember your next line, and then press the button on the left again. Right, once you looked at the script again to remember what to say, you click the button on the left again to continue recording. All right, and that's my favorite new iPhone tip. In order to do your scripts, do your video marketing for real estate agents without having to remember the entire script at once. I'll have to put that on my socials. Oh, strong hook though, don't you worry. All right, guys, so my goal for you, okay, as a final thing here, just to show you now how to use it to create finally a content calendar, right? Now I'm going to tell it to create a video content calendar that is doable for a beginner. Feel free to put in if you're more intermediate or novice or pro, put that in. Highlighting Charlotte real estate to increase engagement with a video topic idea 1 time a week, 2 times a week, whatever you would like. Okay. Obviously, the more you post, the better. They want you on the platforms, but an hour a week, I'm sorry, 1 video a week would definitely be effective. It's a great place to start. Okay, so if you go down, I just asked it for video content ideas for the month ahead with 1 video each week. I can see week 1, week 2, week 3, and then guess what I can do? Now I'm ready. I can tell it, okay, great. Now give me the script for week 1. I'll write the script for you, and using the tool that I showed you on the iPhone where you can pause it, right? You can read the script on your computer, pause the video as you're reading it, right? And then you can upload it to Facebook as you saw, Reels. Oh yeah, and I promised I would show you guys on YouTube how to do this as well. YouTube, the app, if you have the app on your phone, you'll notice if you open it, there's just a plus sign on the bottom that you can add videos. You can upload them straight from your phone from there, but to make sure that you have a channel already, if you go to youtube.com on your computer, I have kids, hence my algorithm, and click on the top right, it'll show you which account that you're signed into. And if you do not have a channel, instead of view your channel, say create channel. I would recommend setting that up under your personal Gmail account. If you have it, you can do this under your KW Gmail account, but that would go away if you ever left KW. So I would create it under a personal Gmail account and click create channel. Once you do that, just make sure you're signed on into the app on your phone and to the same account, and then you can add videos right from there or from your computer. YouTube is really important to post on because it's owned by Google, so it'll always push your videos to the top of search engines. All right, guys, I hope this helped. And to help you get started on all of this, just a reminder that kwbresources.com is where you can go to for free marketing help every other week. I can help you implement this, and we can talk about strategies. I can help you edit your videos in person, give you coaching around that. And if you do need leverage, so when you click on marketing help right here, if you do need leverage for your business, just know that we have that under real estate marketing here. We can help you with your branding, email campaigns, listing marketing, social media, just your full command platform handle for you. All right, guys, I hope this helped. Shoot us an email if you have any questions, contact@juleahdesigns.com, and I'll see you next Thursday at 12:30 p.m. for the next class. See you then, and have a great day, everyone.